Raila Amolo Odinga's death has created both an emotional vacuum in Nyanza and strategic opening for several rival camps. The scale of mourning, state involvement, and the speed of political maneuvering show how central Raila and the Luo vote has been to national politics. International and local press document the national outpouring and the rapid repositioning of party leaders after his death.
I said I was celebrating my hero, ndugu yangu Raila Amolo Odinga. Kwa heshima yake.
Why that matters? Where a charismatic, long-time leader exists, personal loyalty networks, party structures, and symbolic sites that includes family grave party machinery suddenly become battlegrounds for claims to legitimacy and ownership of the vote.
Kuna wajinga wengine na wakora na walagai wanaongea kila pali hapa Kenya, ambayo wanasema ati sasa chama ya ODM imekwisha, chama ya ODM sasa imeenda sijui nini. Hawa wenyewe wanaongea namna hiyo, hajawahi chaguliwa popote, hajawahi chaguliwa hata kama Jaduongwe ya huko kijiji kwao.
Welcome. This is Inside the Calling. So we want to look at why Nyanza and ODM is strategically valuable right now. There are some practical reasons why politicians scramble for Nyanza and ODM. Let's look at vote density and reliability. Historically, Nyanza and ODM as a vehicle delivered a concentrated block of votes for Raila across national contest, making it a kingmaker in any close national race.
Is a party that in our view and in the view of Kenyans is the strongest party, called ODM. A party that came in to salvage situations when the country needed to be salvaged. Ikifika mwaka 2027, as leadership of the party tutaweza kupeleka mwelekeo, tuwaambie vile ambavyo kwamba tutakavyoenda mbele. And we will not shy away. Hatukuzaliwa kazi yetu sisi kuwa katika upinzani miaka yote.
Symbolic legitimacy, controlling the narrative in Bondo, Kisumu, and the Odinga family circles confers moral and political legitimacy that resonates beyond county borders.
Katika chama cha ODM kutakuwa na discipline number 1. Hatutakuwa na mchezo mwingine. Hiki chama vile mwenzangu Sosi amesema kimetengenezwa kwa miaka 20. Vijana, kina mama na wazee, tafadhali hatuwezi rudi nyuma. Mtu yoyote asiseme kwamba chama kitasambaratika.
Coalition arithmetic for 2027. Both the ruling side and an increasingly united opposition need to either neutralize or fold in Nyanza votes to reduce chances of a surprise plurality or to build a decisive coalition.
Huyu Simba Arati, unajua Simba Arati amezoea kusema wewe si utoke huko ukuje kwa ODM. Vile nimeona mtu mwingine hapa anajaribu nikasema watu wa UDA watafikiri nimehama, nikasema wacha nivae yellow at least ndio waone bado mimi niko. Lakini nikasema nitachanganya na orange ndio ionekane ni broad based.
What about the two big strategies in play? We have Ruto and UDA allies, including some Mount Kenya actors and formerly pro-government figures. They are trying to consolidate gains from the March 2025 working MOU Ruto signed with Raila, framing continued cooperation, stability, and inclusion. That pact gives the ruling side a formal pretext to count ODM networks and moderate factions within Nyanza. United opposition, which includes Kalonzo, figures like Rigathi Gachagua, and parts of Jubilee and other parties, are actively courting Luo leaders, the Odinga family, and grassroots ODM supporters as part of a strategy to present a single opposition ticket, or at least to deny the ruling side the Luo bloc.
Nyanza itself, ODM tutagawa nusu 50-50 na tusukume ikuwe 50+1. Narok is good, Kajiado is good, Kisii is the best.
Reports show Kalonzo making public homages visits in Bondo, delivering gifts and messaging designed to claim the mantle of custodian of Raila's legacy.
Ile heshima kubwa tunaweza kumpatia Raila Amolo Odinga, nyinyi kama wana ODM, ni kuhakikisha hakuna mtu atadhubutu kusema he will look after ODM. Nilisikia hiyo nikashangaa kabisa. ODM is a grassroots mass party, and so is Wiper Patriotic Front. Na Raila hakuvunja Azimio. Kama kuna mtu mwenye haki ya kumuenzi na kujaribu jinsi tuwezavyo to make sure the name Raila Odinga lives on, it is one Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
So why Raila's precise wish for Nyanza is unclear, and why that ambiguity matters. Two things increase the uncertainty. Raila's March 2025 MOU with Ruto. That agreement was explicit about working together on national issues, and some Raila allies defended it as not being a coalition, which gives the ruling side a claim that Raila left a working relationship that should continue.
Chama ya ODM itakuwa na nguvu bado, itakuwa saa hii. Baba alituacha katika serikali ya broad base ambayo inaongozwa na President William Samoei, na 2027 chama ya ODM itajipanga.
Now, ODM internal signals and Oburu's interim role. After Raila's death, ODM named Oburu Oginga acting leader, and there have been mixed messages. Oburu and some ODM figures have signaled willingness to remain in the broad-based government, while other party organs and local power brokers signal a pullback towards independent opposition identity.
Tunataka demokrasia. Sisi ni chama ya demokrasia. Na kwa hivyo tulisema serikali zianguke, tukaingia tufanye polepole, tukafanya 10-point agenda. Hiyo 10-point agenda ile tukakubaliana na hawa, hiyo ndio tutaitimiza. Tutachungalia tuone kila point imetimizwa mpaka 2027 tufanye pamoja.
Those mixed signals create room for both Ruto and rival opposition leaders to make competing claims.
Kama mwenye kuandika huo mkataba na ujua na uelewa, najua ulikuwa ni wa nini, najua unasema nini na ni kipi haisemi. Niliandika hapo ndani mimi mwenyewe nikasema, this agreement does not constitute a coalition agreement with UDA. Iko hapo, Ruto alisign, Baba alisign.
What is the net effect? It's not a settled fact that Raila wanted ODM to remain allied to Ruto politically, nor that he universally wanted ODM to revert to full opposition. His recent pact, plus the family and party succession questions, leave open multiple interpretations that rival actors are exploiting. So let's look at why Kalonzo looks stronger than Ruto right now in quoting ODM supporters and the larger Nyanza.
Na Raila hakuvunja Azimio. Kama kuna mtu mwenye haki ya kumuenzi na kujaribu jinsi tuwezavyo to make sure the name Raila Odinga lives on, it is one Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
The question of sympathy and symbolism. Kalonzo has been highly visible in Bondo and at Odinga family sites during and doing the respect and continuity visits that matter emotionally to voters grieving a long-time leader. Media coverage highlights these moves and their resonance. Political optics versus Ruto. Now, Ruto's advantage is state power and the earlier MOU, but in the short term, supporters who see Raila as the underdog and opposition icon may view rapprochement with the president skeptically. Kalonzo can credibly present himself as a political alternative who honors Raila without being the national incumbent. Coverage suggests Kalonzo's reception in Nyanza has been initially warm, and commentators note that he is rivaling Ruto in the orphaned stronghold. The question of elite endorsements and muscle inside the broader opposition. Regarding Gachagwa's alignment with the United Opposition Project and his public statements, including willingness to campaign for Kalonzo if he becomes the opposition's standard bearer, strengthen Kalonzo's reach into other vote-rich regions and give him a bridge to Gachagwa's mobilization capacity.
Mutampigia kura? Tukiamua ni Kalonzo Musyoka, mutampigia kura? Mutampigia?
That close regional backing is crucial for taming Luo sympathy into actual votes. There is also the factor of ODM organizational uncertainty, which helps Kalonzo. Now, ODM's internal debates and Oburu's interim positions leave some local leaders open to new patrons. Kalonzo's targeted gestures to the Odinga family and to local leaders can convert that openness into endorsements or tacit accommodation. Reporting shows active wooing and local name level shifts. Narrative advantage. Kalonzo can credibly argue he's defending Raila's memory from being co-opted by the executive. That argument is emotionally potent immediately after a leader's death and can carry short-term momentum. Media pieces and analyst commentary have picked up that framing. So why Ruto and his allies still have a plausible path? Ruto controls state resources, can point to the MOU as continuity, and has already secured some ODM figures who prefer participation in national governance that offers a pragmatic pitch to voters who prefer inclusion over adversarial politics. Several articles record efforts by pro-government forces to keep ODM elements inside the broad-based government. If the ruling side can translate government programs, appointments, and visible gestures into durable local elite bargains, they can blunt Kalonzo's emotional advantage. But that's contingent, which will include time, deliveries, and local brokers. So the bottom line, why this fight matters for 2027. Nyanza is both a dense block of votes and an emotional center for Raila's movement. Whoever carries the heart of Luo opinion into 2027 gains a disproportionate structural advantage in tight national arithmetic. The competition is not just about votes, but about who gets to claim Raila's legacy, the moral authority that helps attract undecided voters elsewhere. Let's look at the short list of indicators to watch between now and the 2027 nomination and vote. ODM formal decisions. These will include the Congress resolutions, who they nominate as flag bearer or whether they endorse a coalition, public endorsements by Odinga family leaders or county power brokers, which includes Orengo county chairs, influential MPs, by-election and also local election results and turnout shifts in Nyanza, early evidence of vote switches, plus the issue of Rigathi Gachagua and the United Opposition public commitments. For example, does Gachagua formally bring his network to Kalonzo or fragment? Appointments, resource flows into Nyanza from national government. All these can blunt opposition messaging if they are visible and meaningful. And therefore, in summary, Raila's death accelerated a contest that was already simmering after the March 2025 Ruto-Raila MOU. The result is a multi-front scramble. Ruto's camp tries to convert a past working relationship into durable control of loyalty networks, while Kalonzo, backed by parts of the United Opposition, including overtures from Rigathi Gachagua, is exploiting emotional resonance, targeted outreach to the Odinga family, and coalition building to attract ODM supporters. Right now, the momentum indicators, visible visits, warm receptions in Bondo and Kangoka Jaramogi, and public signals from Odinga family figures suggest Kalonzo as a temporary edge in winning over ODM supporters and the larger Nyanza mood. But the structural powers of incumbency and party machinery mean the battle is far from decided. Thank you for watching. Watch out for our next episode and give us your opinions. What is your take on these analyses? This is Inside the Calling.